Yes, people, welcome back to the One True Red podcast. I've been gone for a couple of weeks, and in my absence, Liverpool managed to lose 4 games in a row. CT's still smiling, silly hat on and everything.
Bro, that's the insult.
Uche, we're going to start with you. We've watched Liverpool manage to lose at home for the first time in good knows how long against Manchester United. What's going wrong with this team, man?
Where do you want to start? At the end of the day, congratulations to Manchester United. It's easy to play against Liverpool. Too easy. Easy to create chances, easy to score. And that's what's happening. And then when we create the chances we create, we don't put it away. So let's start from the top. No, let's start from the bottom. Back five. Mr. Slot has decided and made a firm decision that the fullbacks are going to give us to the league title is Bradley and Kirkes. So that's just laughable. That is. Going to the midfield, decided to go back to the tried and tested midfield. The midfield is pathetic. McAllister continues to be completely invisible. And then up front, I've never met 3 more strangers in my life. Just complete strangers, just messing around, trying to pretend to be footballers. So what you get is an end result, is a scattergun approach. He keeps changing too many things. Goes back to this most annoying part of it. I cannot stand this Zobozlai nonsense at right back. A fully fledged midfielder now being forced to play right back because you couldn't sort out your fullback issues. So that's what's going on. So like I said, congratulations to Manchester United. And we carry on to be what, to me, is not a great team at all. It's a shameful situation, but that's where we are.
Playing CT, I was a bit harsh about that. I actually like it. I'm just not in a good mood today, for obvious reasons. But you've got a smile on your face. You got your prediction right. Did you watch the game, right?
Of course I watched the game. Of course I watched it, man. I predicted a Man U victory because you lot are just out of form, out of touch. And I knew it was going to continue. This horrid form of yours is going to continue until something changes drastically. I mean, Man U, they didn't even have to do anything. You lot gifted them a goal. Someone went down with some fake head injury or whatever it was, and then you're the best defender in the league apparently stopped playing. So what's all that about? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm wondering exactly the same. CT, Mamtasef, I'm actually so happy for CT. Why is that, Mamtasef? Let us know. Mikey. United, one of the worst Man United teams in living memory. Comfortable victory today at Anfield.
They made me kind of think back to my top 6 prediction and think, oh, you weren't far off here. Beating the champion.
Carry on playing Liverpool every week, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, especially at Anfield, right?
Absolutely. Well, unfortunately for them, that's not actually a reality, but yeah.
Just imagine. I don't even want to talk. I'm enjoying Sinuche's face.
No, wait, like there's no face. I'm just like, it is what it is. It's like an acceptance. I've gone past that. I watched that and I just thought there's nothing to say.
Is the league over?
To me, it's done. Unless he changes something and shows me something else. But if he's telling me, which he is, and telling the rest of the Liverpool fans that to win this league, his plan is Bradley and Kirkes as your fullbacks with those 3 up front, then absolutely he's over. 1000% is over because that will never work. That's what he's telling me. It's that bad.
Let's be fair to Slot here, because
I'm not going to be fair to Slot because he's pathetic.
Wait. Before the season, they're the guys that you were going to have at the back, and they're the 3 you were going to have up front.
Nope, not for me. But continue.
Who was it for you up front then?
Well, he said I just said I don't agree with what you just said. That's what I'm saying.
No. Before the season,
right,
it was going to be Isak, Salah, and Gakpo. Who
right.
are you saying wasn't going to be there?
No, you said you're going to have the same back four. It's not going to be the same back four. It's not going to be those front 3. No, because at the moment, at the end of the day, your game, your job today is to win football games, nothing else. Like, I don't care who you drop or who you don't pick. So I'm going to judge you by what you picked. And what you picked was not going to win the football match.
So name us a
Wait,
better.
wait. This is crazy. The point that I made was before the season.
Well, I'm not going to do
everybody
before
said
the season because that's paper.
No, stop talking over me because you can't hear. Everybody said the front three how it was going to be. It was going to be Salah, Isak, and Gakpo. Nobody didn't say anything else.
It doesn't matter. That's not what I'm seeing. I am seeing a number 9 that's not playing football. What are you talking about?
Aki and Ro.
He can't keep up
UJ's
with
not
the
seeing the game that we all see.
You're talking about something on paper. We're talking about reality. The reality of today is you're playing a number 9.
He's lost
not doing the job of a number 9. So why would I you play?
UJ is crashing out.
Who would you have liked to have seen in Isak's place? The most expensive
is there, isn't he?
Okay.
It's better than what I'm seeing. Yeah.
Okay.
And like I said, if you really believe that Mo Salah has lost it, then drop him out of the team. Like I said, the game is to win. You're trying to win football games. That is your number 1 job. That is your job. There's nothing else.
Drop him. He substituted him, to be fair.
So you think that Slot isn't trying to win with all of these million changes?
I'm not seeing a winner. Are you seeing a winner? Look, the game started, yeah? You might want to tell the captain the game started. Can we do that? Can we try to tell the captain of this football club that the game actually started 2 minutes in?
No, the
because
whistle
kind of
pointing
at somebody, pointing to the sky, pointing to whoever, and we're 1-0 down with 2 minutes. Is that the idea?
Let's give VVD some slack.
So
there's no slack to give. This is unacceptable stuff. This is what I'm telling you. I was saying this earlier in the season. People think I'm joking. We accepted what we accepted. We accepted a striker that's not fit, that's playing pre-season live.
I don't want to hear that. You know the thing you were saying earlier in the season is that you're winning the league. There are no challengers.
Yes,
that's what you were saying.
I'm telling you is that we're now seeing
3 weeks later.
Yeah,
it's this.
So wait,
did you actually know what's going on? Or are you just being silly? We played 8 games.
You know what's going on.
We've played 8 games in the league. We've conceded 11 goals, and I'm being told we've got the best defender in the league. We played 8 games. We've conceded 11 goals. Arsenal have conceded 3 goals in those same 8 games.
We got the best defense.
Yeah.
It is
what
it is.
excuse could you possibly offer for that pathetic thing? What could you say? What is your defense? What could you possibly say? You got the best defender in the league, and you're conceding 11 goals in 8 games.
I think it's his actual fault. It's because he went on strike.
Wait. Let me get this question out to you, Uche.
The team is in disarray.
Uche, are you blaming the team selection as to why you failed today? Is that what you're saying?
The team selection is a joke, bro. And the team, Manchester United, do not fear and did not fear Liverpool Football Club, the champions at Anfield. That's what I saw. They did not fear. So even at 1-1, they did not fear. There's nothing to fear. That's how bad it is now. Because they know they can still attack our weak side all the time. Now, the people that were backing and making noise about Trent are now going about talking up Diaz because they want to talk about something else but actual facts, right? He's now left the club, and this is what we've got. This is what we've got. 11 goals conceded in 8 league games.
Okay, let's pause. I'll bring in Aki first, but let me just ask this question at Uche, then I'll bring in Aki. So 11 goals conceded. What's the reason for that?
The whole team is in
Trent left or what? Or is like starting up front?
Well, I definitely do not remember any time in his career when Trent played for this club where we're conceding 11 goals in 8 games. But apparently, he was a problem.
I can.
Okay, you can. Okay,
like 5 games in a row.
But did he win the league with us or not? But this one now, we've now upgraded the position, have we?
That's not what we're talking about. But anyway, let's bring in Aki. 2-1 defeat, 4th defeat in a row, 3rd in the league. What do you see the issues for Liverpool, and how do we fix them?
Yes, Fisher.
Yeah, it's Bish is a joker. Actually, he's a friend of mine.
He's telling the truth, bro.
He asked me. I told him to be sensitive, and I've seen anything but. So I'm going to ignore all of his comments from here on in. But anyway, I personally don't think we actually played that badly, and I don't think we played badly against Chelsea. So earlier in the season, Mikey was talking about bad performances, and we were winning. And now I think we're playing better, but we're losing. But this is what I mean. It's really about performances. It's about results, really, than performances.
It's not changed, Taki, I'm afraid to say.
Today, well, let me. I allowed you to speak, didn't I? Like you were dribbling
one
for a
did.
little while. Anyway, we had a lot of chances, a hell of a lot of chances. We hit the post, I think, twice, 2-3 times. Gakpo missing that sit at the end, huh?
I think it's 4 times.
4 times, yeah. So we peppered their goal in the second half.
Target, by the way.
Did you always have to interject? Like, might just put you on mute in a
I
minute,
feel
man.
like
Jeez. So I think Man, you got lucky. Like so when you take all the emotion out of it, we played well. On another day, that's like 5. On another day, it's like 5-0, 5 or 6-0. So I don't think we need. I don't think we need to go. I want you to shut up for a minute. Can you
No,
do
don't
that?
talk like that to me.
Can you do
You
that?
better relax.
Yeah, but you keep on talking over me.
I'll ask the question. Don't talk
No, but
like
I'm
that.
still.
I'll bring
Yeah,
you in,
but-
Mikey. Go on, finish that kid.
I'll
I'll
ask the
bring you in.
question.
Okay.
You better relax.
Yeah. So I don't think we played badly. On another day, I think we win that very, very comfortably. I think this talk about Man U not being scared or not being shook, they were sitting back. They were. We made their 3-5-2 look like a 5-5-1. Their striker. At the end of the day, Mbuma had a good game. I think Kuna had a good game, but we should have won that game. And yeah, it's looking shaky. I think we need to get a win from somewhere.
Okay, what did they do? Why did they go to 5? Why was that? You said they went 5-5-1, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is the right thing to do anyway, right? Whether you like it or not. Because why would they do that?
Players, but we'll gloss over
Why would they do that? Because they 1-0 up within 2 minutes. At Anfield, it's quite obvious. That's what I'll do. I'm looking to win the game. That's like number one priority, trying to win the game. But when we got it to 1-1, were they still on 5? Were they still playing 5-5-1 or 5-5-0? Did they do that? No.
Yeah,
they
were.
actually went and scored the winner.
They were. No, because
okay, how did they score the winner then? How did they score the winner? How?
They had a punt down the left field. Someone chased it down.
Okay. It's all.
Can't remember who it was. Give a free kick.
Okay, no problem.
Let's
leave ourselves.
Let's pick up some of the comments coming in. So Mamtasef, Uche blaming the wrong individuals, system's flawed. We're going to come on to talk about that, actually. Gabby one, I agree with Aki. I actually don't disagree with Aki on some of what he said. But Mikey, you wanted to come in.
I've lost the point.
Okay, well let's go back to Mamtasef and his point about the system. Let's go back to talking about the system. So Uche's got his thoughts about our fullbacks, especially the one on the right hand side. I think the part of the problem for Liverpool this season has been we've made basically. Let me just boil it down. We've made too many changes. That's what it is. We had a team that won the league last season comfortably, and half of them no longer play for the football club. We're trying to bed in. We started the season trying to bed in too many players at the same time. That clearly hasn't worked. We've now gone back to some of the players playing, some not. I don't know why Isaac started today, given Ekitike is the one that's been scoring. And
Pre-season's over.
Pre-season's over, yes, I get that. But I actually saw a stat as well, which goes back to Mamtasef's point about the system being flawed. I saw a stat that said that he touched the ball 19 times today. And I'm sure there's been other games where Salah's barely touched the ball as well. So question has to be, what are we trying to do to get the ball up to our forward players? I know Uche's got views about when Wirtz has been playing, how we're not getting the ball to him. And that's partly the reason why he's not been performing. The system doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me. So it's rinse and repeat. VVD, Kanate get the ball. They pass it wide to fullback. The fullback passes it back to them. They try and punch it in. The team that's sitting back picks up the ball and counterattacks and usually creates a chance from that because we've got nobody in defence or in midfield. Our fullbacks are all the way out wide. Our two wide forwards are as furthest forward wide as could be. Our two central midfielders in front of Gravenberch push on to the opposition front line. So there's nobody in midfield and there's no way to pass they're not punching it through the lines because the teams are sitting back against us. We haven't got the players to do it. It's rinse and repeat. And teams are not having to do very much to beat us. But let's pick up on what Mikey, what you might be thinking about how Liverpool playing now, and what can they, as an outsider, what they can do to improve things.
I don't think it's particularly the system. I think if you have better players and players that were actually in form, that would help, because the system still created
Better players where?
There's better players at fullback, left and right back. I think Kirkes has had a shocker. He's just not been good at all for Liverpool. Van Dijk today was terrible. He's blaming other players around him when he's at fault for things. He kicked the ball in Kirkes' face and started blaming Kirkes.
I mean, I would too, but
yeah, but come on, like, that is just crazy. The right back situation. Bradley played a fair few games last season, so you knew what he was about. He's trained with the team for the whole of last season with Slot there. Slot should have known what he's capable of and what he's not capable of. He decided to bring in Frimpong, who was a right wing back for me, and to try and play him at right back. And now he's not getting a chance at right back because the best right back at the club, Szoboszlai. You got to try and squeeze in Wirtz, who's 009 or 8. I don't know how many now. But in squeezing in Wirtz, then you've got to take away from the 3 that you had that were fairly solid in the middle. Obviously,
they don't take anything away, though, are they? We play Manchester United with a 3. He was no. Why are you talking about Wirtz? Wirtz did not start the game.
Relax. I'm going about your system. This is what I was asked. Okay, what's at fault? So you're trying to shoehorn in Wirtz. You also decided to buy 2 number 9s when I said that you should have just stuck with Ekitike at that point. So now you're going to have this rivaling battle for the number 9 slot, really, because you've got Gakpo out on the left. You haven't got the dynamism down the left as well for me. You haven't replaced Diaz with a similar like-minded player. You didn't go and get Gehi because he would have helped. No, just like my view. You were asked and you didn't have much of a contribution.
It's just like it's a scattergun approach. I mean, you don't even make any damn sense.
Covered your whole team
against Manchester United. Gakpo.
No, that wasn't the question that was asked to me.
I mean, geez, like what are we
What's
talking
wrong
about?
for Liverpool was the question.
We missed Diaz from doing what yesterday? What, from just maybe hitting it off the post and in?
Right, Uche, you may have missed the point. I said I don't particularly agree that it's the system that was at fault.
Right.
Today, for instance,
you had
players that had you had players that had the chances. So you had 5 clear-cut chances. I started off with that.
Yeah.
If you missed it.
Yeah.
If you put those 5 clear-cut chances in, and you don't make mistakes at the back,
that's the problem.
Nothing to do with that system.
That's the issue.
Aki's right. Aki's right. It should be 5 or 6 then, yeah.
That's the issue. The problem is the club. Yeah, this club now is showing they cannot go even 45 minutes without conceding a goal. This has now become a thing. We cannot do it. It's not something we can do. Go and look at the situation. Go and look at the stats. We have not been able to go just 45 minutes without conceding a goal. That's what's happening, by the way. I don't know why people are talking around the subject here. That's what's happening. If you actually were able to...
Why is it happening? That's what we're trying to establish. Why?
No, what's happening because you're not defending properly. And you told me, and you keep telling me, the best centre-back is still the best centre-back in the league. How is that happening? And it's not his fault.
You just told me about stats, about what?
Today was clearly his fault.
Yes, it was.
Today, the first goal...
game where we conceded...
Well, it's not acceptable, is it? You came in...
Uche, okay, so you've just said we conceded 11 goals in 8 games, right?
No,
so
it was 9.
Or 9. Is it 9 games or 8 games?
It was 9 goals conceded before we touched it.
So 9 goals conceded
something before. Something that he knew as the captain and the leader and the best defender in the league. So you tell me how 2 minutes in at Anfield, you're making that catastrophic kind of error that leads to us going 1 down.
That shouldn't have been a goal, though. That shouldn't have been a goal. The guy had a head injury.
Oh, stop it. Okay.
No, but he did. What do you mean stop it? The rules are rules.
I mean, to be fair,
the rules are, if it's a head injury, you stop the game straight away.
So let's not do that. But
yeah,
Uche, let me take
you. Have been a goal.
Okay, let me take you back to, I think it was Fulham away last season, where I think within 5 minutes of the game, Thingbot were giving away a chance and they scored. It might be, was it Fulham or Wolves? I can't remember which one, but VVD are giving a chance away. I mean, it happens, Uche. The other 8 games in the league, he's been our best defender.
It doesn't happen because now we went into. It took us ages to make it 1-1, and when we made it 1-1, we still conceded again anyway. So it's not even about just one goal.
So the question is, okay, so the question is, why is this happening? That's the question I'm trying to get an answer from. Why is this happening? We've played 9 games. We've conceded 11 goals. We conceded in every single. I can't remember if we conceded against Southampton, but apart from the Arsenal game, we conceded in every single game.
I don't want to hear the so-called captain and so-called best player in the league talking about other people when he should be looking at himself, square in the face, and getting banged in the face because he's the one that's causing errors. That's what I don't want to see. Like, let's talk it as it is. I don't play this game. I don't do. If you're at fault, you're at fault. End of story. If your name is Mo Salah or the name is Van Dijk, it doesn't matter to me, right? He was the reason why we're in this predicament. Reason why, before this game, I said the biggest thing you could do is give Manchester United a lead. And we did that within 2 minutes of the game. That was down to him and him only. That's the reason why we probably lost this game. Because if it was 0-0 long enough, like Aki was saying, and you were unlucky or whatever, you keep it at 0-0, you might actually win this game 1-0. But we cannot stop conceding chances and goals. That's a massive problem.
But I'm not disagreeing with you on that. So let's talk about the general point about us conceding goals. Usually the first goal, sometimes too early in the game. Why is it happening? This is what I'm trying to get.
Everybody's taking turns. So first of all, we thought Konate was terrible. Today he had a great game. Now it's Van Dijk's fault, like you said. Then we go back another game. It'll be Kirkes' fault. Then we go another game. It'll be Bradley's fault. And I always say, I do not understand this idea that he has inherited or put in his head that Szoboszlai is now our right back. It's crazy talk. This is crazy.
The reason why is because the other two are not good enough. That's what.
But
that's
he
the
knows
reason
that.
why.
Like Mikey was saying, this is not a surprise to you. You have had Bradley at the football club. I've got an opinion on it. I said what my opinion on it was from day one. If you think that guy is your right back, you are delusional. That's what I said. You are totally delusional. If you think that's your right back that's going to win you the league, you have lost the plot. But I could be wrong. I stand corrected. Yeah? He's decided to go with him as the answer, right? Why keep taking him off? Why keep changing it? Like, what's the issue? You're the one that's making the decision. Stick to what you said. Stick to what you're doing. Let him play his 90 minutes. Let's see. Maybe he can win you the league. Let's see it. What's the issue? Why do you keep changing it and bringing Szoboszlai in there? What are you doing?
Because it was a tactical change. Like, we changed our formation. We ended up bringing on Ekitike to play up front with Isaac. He changed the way we played. So
does not look like desperation.
No, not at all. Because I think in past substitutions he's explained it. Like on the last one, it was because he was booked and it was quite early. So I think I don't really understand your point, quite frankly.
I'm saying you keep saying he's tweaked it. Yeah, you're going to 4 up front, right? And I'm saying, why are you tweaking it? That means you're making errors. You keep selecting wrong players because you keep making too many changes. Why can't you make changes for the forward? Why can't you bring a Kitike for Isak? Why can't you bring on Wirtz and play him alongside Szoboszlai? Why do you have to move Szoboszlai from a midfield position, put him in right back? That's my point I'm trying to make. Why make that kind of changes? To me, you're changing the whole shape of the team. Why are you doing that?
I agree with Uche there because, okay, let's combine the 2 points and then we'll come on to some of the comments. But Real's saying that basically the number of changes over the summer has been too many to integrate in the team. So you've got that number of changes, and then you've got the number of changes that are made in-game as well, throwing people all over the place. That means that you can't have the same solid structure that you would have consistently for a 90-minute period. It's just impossible.
Yep. Let me respond to that, and as you say, we'll bring in the comments. So, agreed. You can't do that. One thing I will say in Slot's defense, in the loosest sense of the phrase, he was doing that last season as well, and it worked a lot of the time. He was doing it at the start of this season. It worked a lot of the time. So that's not new from him. But the issue I have is you've got 2 new fullbacks essentially. When you do that in any team, it's going to suffer. Whenever you do that, any team is going to suffer. For me, make one change. Until that player, Kirkes has been mostly rubbish since he started playing for us. Defensively poor, attackingly absent, just completely just anonymous. Why are you playing him as well as Bradley at the same time? And then halfway through the game, you then change and bring in Szoboszlai back in from midfield into defense. Today, Szoboszlai played 3 positions. Started in midfield, played right back, then went back to midfield again. And it's like, well, what are you doing here? It's just too much. But anyway,
like this comment right there, that's what I'm talking about. Why is it that, okay, Arsenal didn't come forward, whatever the case may be, you can diss Arsenal's approaches or whatever. Bottom line is we were totally committed to defending. Totally. Nobody can look at it. Go back in that game, you will see total commitment. Like, we're not going to concede today. You don't see that anymore. That's why it annoys me. And of all the players to start chatting today, you have to be the captain talking absolute nonsense, looking for someone else to blame. What are you talking about? You concentrate on freaking defending and stopping the ball. The ball should not be going to your back of your net after 2 minutes in a big game. Are you nuts or what? What kind of rubbish is that?
Yeah, but look, I think at the end of the day, I think if you're losing, then you're going to end up making changes to try to win. So that's what you're seeing. So if you're winning, then obviously you don't need to make like changes. So I think today he tried different avenues to break down a stubborn team and to create more chances. I don't understand why you guys can't see that. Like, at the end of the day, if you want to go back to John Smith, you know, like stick it in the mixer, that type of football, you know, all good. But in today's football, it's always about tactical innovation and making in-game changes, because it's all marginal. So whether a player played 3 positions in one game or not, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. If we'd won, he's seen as a genius. And if he's not won, then you're going to then you get the moaners that come out in force and say whatever they want to say.
I don't do that here.
True.
No, not having that. No, you're wrong. I would have called him out. I said you can't win the league conceding 11 goals in league games.
But all the games we've lost, and even all the games or most of the games we've won have been very marginal. So it's a game of like fine margins.
There's a reason why. So Aki, the comment there at the bottom is probably the clearest comment that you can read and just digest, because when you played Arsenal, you were focused fully. The whole team was completely focused on not losing that game. You're not going into these other games with that same commitment.
No.
Now, it does happen sometimes where big teams will switch on a little bit more against each other. But there's a comment further down where I think Fems is suggesting that you'll keep a clean sheet against City. Do you think I'd be surprised at that either? Because it's the big game. Whereas you're going in against Man United and thinking you can just play anyhow.
Exactly.
But we can. And at the end of the day, we should have won that game.
Reaction to that collision was to jog back. And Buemo's reaction was sprint past him.
Straight.
And then VVD's explanation was, I thought I'd covered the angle. What? You haven't even checked your shoulder.
Right. Mikey, please allow me. Let's stop.
I'm just saying what's happened.
Honestly, I'm going to lose my mind. Let's just stop. Let's talk about
Lose it.
something.
Lose it. We want to see that.
Honestly, I find this stuff like this continuous defense. I can't stand when people defend stuff that's right in your face, right? So people say, oh, blah, 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 Isa, blah, blah. Okay, cool. But, bro, like, look at what you're doing. Look at the player you signed. Look at all the statistics of what you're signing and look at what you're getting now. Is that the same player? The answer is literally a no. A big fat no. You're not getting the player that you paid for. Why is that?
Does that apply to Wirtz? Asking for a friend.
The same thing. Like, listen, right? Let's talk about, like you said, let's talk about Wirtz, yeah? I don't mind. You dropped him. Boom, no problem. Go and win the game. Go and win the game. No problem at all. But I would like to ask you, though, is that you're going to be your plan going forward? You're just going to keep benching Wirtz? Is that your plan?
So that's what I was just going to say. The issue is that Slot doesn't know what his best 11 is.
Doesn't know what he's doing. Like,
that's the problem.
That goes back to the too many changes thing. He can't know because he started the season with one of these players not available, Isaac. Maka was supposed to come back. He didn't come back in pre-season, didn't start the season, and whatever this version of Maka is, I don't want to see it. He needs to sit on the bench.
For Argentina.
Yeah, he was actually. He scored 2 goals.
Yeah. See Curtis Jones come on today. Yeah. Look at Curtis Jones. I don't know whether he came on because he had less minutes, but the guy was driving. He was doing stuff. So again, you've got options. This is your team. Run the team. You don't have to play. Who said you have to play McAllister? Who said you have to play Verts? Who's interested? We're fans. No one cares. Play the team you think is going to win you the game. Surely, from the beginning. Simple. You're not doing that. So I'm not going to have that. You had options. Nobody's injured. You can literally tell Isak, sit down. You're not fit for this game. Yeah? We're going to give 60 minutes plus to the player that is actually ready, for example. And you could say to McAllister, nope, not having it. Jones is starting. Yeah? Verts, nope, you're not playing. In fact, Verts, you're not even going to play 1 minute. Because you know why? We've got McAllister if we need it to come in. Because Jones is going to start the game, for example. You could do these things. What's the big deal? You want to win the game. Would you rather win the game without Isak and Verts? Absolutely, yeah. Because, we've won many games without these two. What are they bringing to the table, like you said? What are they doing? Nothing. So why am I watching the guy running around or hardly touching the ball for 72 minutes? Why is that? What are we doing? What's the point of that?
Listen, Slot's got too many cards that he's trying to shuffle. That's the problem. Because he's definitely feeling the pressure to play Isak because of the price tag and because of the situation, no Premier League goals, etc. Like, he's feeling under pressure to try and play him through it. But the right decision was you play Ekitike, who come in firing from the beginning until Ekitike works his way out of the team. That's what should have been done. But the problem is he brought in Isak so quickly that he's created a problem for himself where it's almost like, oh, Isak is ready. And then he's coming out and saying Isak's preseason's over. So he should be going now. It's like, just relax, play Ekitike and phase Isak in until he's in form.
This is the thing I don't understand. It's like we're champions. We're defending champions. So
clear champions as well, by the way.
What's that?
Clear champions as well. Like,
exactly.
It wasn't close.
You don't need to prove anything. Just do what has been working and minimize the changes. Do as much of what you did last season as you can. And then you can ease in. Verts doesn't have to start one league game for 3 months if we don't want to.
Exactly.
He doesn't have to. Because we signed him for 6 years. So I just don't understand why we've forced in all these players all at the same time, and then we're wondering why it's not working. Of course, it's not going to work.
But today he didn't know. Today he didn't know, right? Today, if you look at the start, but today he didn't, right? So so what's the point you're making? Like, today he went back.
Today he forced Isak.
He what?
Started with Isak instead of Ekitike.
He started with Isak. He's forcing it. Isak's not in form.
No. Even for Sweden,
he's not looked in form. He's missed sitters for Sweden, but Ekitike has looked like a live wire.
Well, Ekitike hasn't scored in 3 games either.
Ekitike has been coming off the bench.
He hasn't started the game, Aki. That's the issue we're talking about. He's now being benched for somebody who's not even banging goals. The guy went on international duty, played 2 90-minute games, can't get it done, can't do anything. Comes back in, collects starting shirt for what? For what reason? For that one chance, and that's it. It doesn't even look like he's on it.
You know the issue. Yeah, the issue is Isak hasn't earned that shirt.
He hasn't earned anything.
He hasn't earned the shirt. He's been given ample opportunity to claim it, but he hasn't earned it.
Yeah, people will say that, people will say that because that's your responsibility. Your responsibility remains the same, to win football games. If you win football games, everybody has to be quiet. If you don't win football games, which is what's happening now, you're going to have to answer some questions. And the question is, the guy ain't there. He ain't doing it. If he's doing it, no problem. Listen, I wanted the guy, when I saw that chance he had, that's the guy. I want to see more of that chance. And then we never saw that movement again for the rest of the game.
But guys, we're quite a way into this segment here.
It's mad.
And nobody's really mentioned Salah.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Look at you, bitch.
And a contract, and then
he's done Ozil and who's the other guy?
Aubameyang.
Are we blaming this on Salah though? Because I just feel he's been neglected, to be honest. He was your mainstay. He's your main,
Craig, we're not doing
your main guy. And we told you from the start of the season, Frimpong, he's not the guy for him.
We're not doing it though, Craig. We're not doing it. Sorry.
You're going at Salah then, yeah?
We're not doing it. We're not doing it. I'm sorry again. Just let the video tell you your answer. Let them answer you. The guy can't even control the football anymore.
Okay, now we're podding now.
Right?
So you don't rate Salah then.
Like control. Like Liverpool. Have you watched the game today? Go and watch it again. Every time ball comes close to him, runs off. Can't control the ball. He cannot control the ball.
Uche, should he be dropped?
bro, you could do whatever the heck you want. I just want
No,
to win a football game.
no. I'm asking you a question. Would you drop?
Personally, I would not drop Salah, but that's just me. The reason why
Do
I
you
would not
think he
drop
should
Salah
be
is
rested?
the reason why I would not drop Salah is very, very simple. The person you're gonna play instead of him ain't gonna get it done. If he was gonna get it done, straight without hesitation.
Wait. So, is it 9 games or how many? 8 games? No goal from open play for Salah. Is
It's
it 2
actually worse
penalties?
than that.
Wait. In previous
It's always
episodes,
someone.
you've all been gunning me about saying penalties count, and now all of a sudden
No, it
you're
was
trying to
he
say
scored
penalties don't
Penalties
count.
definitely count. I'm asking
Mm,
a question.
He
So
scored.
let me answer your
goal.
question. This is a stat that I saw the other day, and I had to keep quiet. But obviously, I can't keep quiet anymore. So that would be 22 appearances. In his last 22 Liverpool appearances, he has only 5 goals, 2 of which were penalties.
They all count. Penalties count.
They do.
They do.
So 5 goals
No,
in
but this is very strange. In the last 22 appearances, 5 goals. So this started from a bit of last season, and he's going
Was it
into
after
this.
the contract signed?
Bro, I don't think he has any physical. But what the
Didn't he
problem
sign around Feb?
what we can't do, like I said, is let the video. We cannot change what we're seeing. Unfortunately, he's one of the greatest players ever played for this club. But right now, today, he cannot control the football. That's a problem. It is what it is. There's no point in shaking your head. It is what it is.
It's a bad day. Like, best player.
No, but it's
in
not a
the
bad day. But
Premier League
I wish it was.
for a long
I've seen
time.
it before. I've seen it this
Okay.
season, unfortunately. That's the
So
problem.
listen,
How do you get him to play now? How
I
does
don't
Slot
know.
get him to play?
I don't really know. For me, I would dash that guy so quick. Yeah, he will not be able to be straight. I swear down, he will not play for this football club for quite some time. Yeah,
Who?
I find it useless. Isak, I think he's a useless player to me.
Come back to Isak.
I thought we was talking about
No,
Salah.
I tell you why. Because I want to get the best out of the guy that I actually rate. So I'll
Yeah,
just
I'm with that.
I'll just tell him to. Honestly, I will not even hesitate. I'll tell him, I don't care what you do with yourself. Just get the heck out of my face first, yeah? And then we'll deal with what we have to deal with. Because at the end of the day, you are doing something. I'm not interested. Get lost. Because you're not doing anything. So that's what I would do. But I ain't going against Mo Salah. That's what I'm not doing.
You
I'm not
can't.
doing it.
You can't. I'm calling out any Liverpool fan that does that because that's a crazy talk.
But what? No, so put this up here. We're not gonna. That's why I said I'm not gonna make an excuse. He's been terrible. Like this is not an excuse. What I'm saying
Why?
is,
Houdini's asking why.
well, no, there's no excuse. I've said that's why I said Craig. We can't do what Craig was trying to do. I said we cannot do it. That's what I said, right? I said we can't make excuses. He's been very, very poor this season. Cannot control the football. Those are facts, yeah. And then you asked me a question, and I said I will not drop him because I need to know that whoever comes in is gonna do as good a job or better to win
Frimpong
football
looked better
games.
today.
He did look better, yeah. So if you're gonna do that, cool, go for it.
20 minutes or 10 or however long he was on the pitch, he did look.
You know what? No,
After he's-
Mikey said it there, right there. If you want to do that, let's do it. Let's go. But the setting number 9 and the Gakpo better be putting ball in the back of the net when that happens. Because again, you're just there to bang goals. That's your job. We're here to win football games. It's as simple as that. If you're doing it, no problem. Honestly, I'm not into players like you guys think I am. I just rate people who have done it in the past. That's all. But all this stuff, whether it's verse, you guys think I love verse, you got people think I don't like Isak. I couldn't
You
care
don't
less.
like- you don't like
Definitely
Isak.
don't like
Hey,
Isak.
there's no thinking. We know.
It's just straight. You don't like Isak and you do love us.
Isak slander's terrible.
Talking about Isak, Femster saying Isak could be revenge on football. Fernando Torres, Liverpool gave to Chelsea. Let's hope not, Femster. But let's
hope not as well. Please.
talking about teams who are winning football matches. There is one doing quite well at the moment. It's those damn Gooners, isn't it? Mikey, 1-0 to the
Let
Arsenal.
Craig take it away. Like, I'll just sit here and smile while he's talking.
Yeah, what can I say, man? We're getting the job done. We're getting the job done. Like this time last season, these games we would be losing, we would be drawing, we wouldn't be taking the 3 points, and something's changed. I think the hunger in these guys, win at all costs, is definitely sort of settling into the players. And we didn't play that well because I was a bit concerned at the start of the game, but we didn't play too badly either. So we didn't allow Fulham anything, which is a common theme now with teams that we play. We're not allowing any chances for the other team. So I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it, and I'm thinking this is there's something in the air about this season where I think
who put the banner up.
I think we can get it done, especially the form with you guys. And I told you guys at the start of the season, you can't carry on playing the way you are. And Slot is getting found out. So we're quietly going doing our business where you lot are not rating us and all this stuff and set piece FC. Look, any goal counts. We count the penalties, we count set pieces. Any goal, I don't care as long as it's in the net. We win games.
I've got a question.
Go on.
I want a question for Craig. Just for the viewers. I was told you had a sore throat and you couldn't talk. You talk very well.
Well, listen. The medicine today of watching that Liverpool Man United game, it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. Ibuprofen, whatever it was lovely watching that game.
I do have to say, Craig, I dished your hat, so that was poor from me. But just for the viewers, the guy's come off his sick bed. He's fought his way out of his sick bed to come and join the pod today. I don't know what the motivation was. I don't know. Maybe
I don't know,
something
man.
that just happened at Anfield, but props to CT, man.
And I predicted it as well. I predicted this scoreline perfectly. You guys delivered. You guys delivered as usual. Every week you're losing now, so
we're talking about Arsenal, for goodness' sake. Are you talking
about? I have to mention it. But I'm happy with the boys. I'm happy with how we're going about our business. I would like to see Martinelli get a start, though. I don't know how you feel about that, Mikey, because I know you're not. He's
trying to wind me up.
No, because I'm not feeling the Trossard starting. I think Trossard should come off.
But that's different from wanting Martinelli to start. Yeah. So against Fulham, we were in complete control. Like most of the games we're playing, there's very little concern in regards to our team. We conceded 3 goals in 8 games. We've picked up points where we've dropped points last season, although we obviously had a draw at Anfield rather than a loss last season, and we'd beaten City at home, but we've turned around the results against Newcastle, United, West Ham and Fulham now already. We've had a pretty difficult start, despite some saying that Liverpool had a harder start. I did say that this run of 4 games starting with Man United was going to be the Liverpool run. It started a bit earlier with Crystal Palace and Chelsea. You've got City in a few games' time. I was thinking that I wanted City to take points off you, but City are our rivals. I think I might need you guys to win.
That was a huge shake.
We might need you guys to win, lads.
Yeah, take some points off them for us, please.
No, but in all seriousness, like City are the threat because Haaland just keeps scoring millions of goals. But in terms of Arsenal, I'm very, very comfortable. I'm comfortable with our starting 11, apart from Trossard. I wish that Madueke was fit. I think that if Odegaard was fit, then Eze would be on the left. Disappointed Eze came off against Fulham for that Marino guy. Like there's 3 players in the squad that I'm not particularly happy with: Marino, Trossard, and Martinelli. And so if I see one of them in the lineup, it's a bit. But our defense and keeper is just solid. Even if whoever comes in off the bench as well, in terms of defense, like completely happy with them as well. Gyökeres hasn't even needed to score. He's got three goals he's had. He hasn't scored in 6 or 7. A little bit concerning, but he had a couple chances yesterday. You'd hope he put one away. Saka is coming back to form, looking imperious. Hopefully Madueke is back soon. Havertz is back in training. When Havertz is back in the team, I expect us to be flowing a lot more. He'll be playing up front. But we already knew that Havertz is like I like Havertz. Uche already told everyone Havertz weren't going to come out of the team.
Yep.
I'm
Exactly.
convinced that when Havertz is back and fit, he's playing.
He's playing.
And our flow will be different as well.
Yep.
So
I think you guys scored more goals as well, for sure.
Aki, famously a big fan of Arsenal.
Hey.
Do you think they're going to win the league now?
You, me?
Yeah, you. Do you think they're going to win the league?
You can't even say it. Look.
Nah, not a chance.
Really,
If it's not us, it'll be City. The thing is, at this stage of the season, Arsenal always look good. So now is not the time to judge Arsenal. The time to judge Arsenal is in January time. And they've got a hard run of fixtures actually coming over Christmas. So if they're still top, 4 points clear, and even then actually, history tells us they were 8 points clear and still sold the league. So you can never fully trust Arsenal. I wouldn't put any money on Arsenal to win the league personally. City are looking good. I predicted that at the beginning of the season. So I think it's either Liverpool or City, to be honest with you. Arsenal will probably come second.
I think it's Liverpool or City. Arsenal will probably come second.
Yeah, that's how Arsenal operate.
Nothing, bro.
Hey, let's answer this question.
Uche, actually, we'll come to that question. I just want to answer this quickly to Uche. Uche, Arsenal champions, yeah? What are we saying?
I can't jump to that crazy conclusion, mainly because what Aki
You
said.
don't want to.
No. I never overreact at this stage, and because it's Arsenal, this is just what happens. You don't have what it takes. So who do I want to be in this position to be chasing out of the three? It has to be Arsenal. Like, I would rather be chasing Arsenal than chasing Manchester City. That's obvious. Like, that would be all day, every day.
You do realize you're chasing both of us now.
No, we're not chasing both. No, nobody.
No, you are.
Because if we go to Man City and win, as we should be, if we're serious about it, then we're not chasing anybody.
If we go to Man City and win, United just rocked up at Anfield and took the point through.
That's what I'm trying to say to you. But at the end of the day, you gotta do it on the pitch. But back to the thing: 4 points behind in just how many games? 8 games. Nothing. Absolutely nothing to write home about. Like, but that's the biggest issue.
Holland and Liverpool languishing 7 points behind Arsenal.
We're not
You
playing.
ain't gonna beat Man City, mate. I'm telling you now.
We're not playing well, so of course that's all in there. But that's the where they put themselves in the corner. They have to go and find a way to get a result. That's it. If you don't do it, then I'll have to revise it. Like you said, if Haaland does what his thing, we lose there, right? It'd be crazy. Like, what's there to talk about? You lost how many in a row now? Confidence is shot to pieces. You can't afford to give Arsenal a 7-point lead. You can't afford to do that. So, but I'm not gonna give it up now because this club and this team and this manager has to figure it out. He's got supposedly world-class players, so he has to figure it out. But I'm not gonna go crazy.
I might have misheard, but didn't you say earlier on that you can't win the league?
No, I don't think we can win the league if we continue in what I've seen today. I'm expecting that to change. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm expecting that to change. If it doesn't change, we can't win the league conceding 11 goals in 8 games. It just doesn't make sense. Like in your game, I didn't watch the game. I was watching Match of the Day, and then afterwards, obviously, I didn't see anything. And then I looked at the stats. Yeah, Fulham are at home to Arsenal Football Club. Right, Fulham is a decent, what would you say, 8th to 14th type of team, or maybe 16th. Yeah, Fulham played the full 90 minutes of football against Arsenal Football Club, 0 shot on target. Now, that is just not fluky. It's like, we can't do that. We can only dream of doing such a thing. Today, I think these jokers were having shots like it's nothing. Fernandes missing things and stuff like that. The problem we have is actually big compared to Arsenal. Arsenal can actually say, if we want to defend, if we don't want you to score, you're not going to score. And they do that consistently.
Or at least we're going to make it as nigh on impossible for you to score as possible.
Yeah. And that's what we used to be like.
That's what it used to be like, especially on the clock.
Yeah.
But that goes back to, I think it was Mikey that said it, and maybe someone in the comments, that Slot is disrespecting this league. He's not taking teams seriously.
He's not.
The Arsenal game, he took them seriously because he knew how dangerous they are, especially when they're playing away from home with the low block and their set pieces. I don't think I've seen any other game where we've taken anyone seriously defensively. Because I said this in our group chat, Uche.
Yeah.
At 1-0 down at home in October against Manchester United, and you're throwing the kitchen sink at the team with 20 minutes to go.
Yeah.
You're only 1-0 down at home. You don't have to do that. But he's doing it game after game. I think he did it in the Bournemouth game. He did it in the Newcastle game. He did it. I can't remember which other games. Like 4 attackers on the field. We've got even in the Chelsea game, we get an equaliser. We've got Szoboszlai, a midfielder, playing right back. We've got Gravenberch, a midfielder, playing. You're right there, Mikey. And I was surprised as well. I was
My
just
rant was coming.
We had Szoboszlai at right back, a midfielder. We had Gravenberch at centre back. Away to Chelsea, and you've just equalised, and you've lost 2 games in a row already. It makes no sense. The guy is not respecting the league at all.
But you know what? Like, going back to what Mikey said about the Arsenal game, I think people mentioned it. I think that has caused us big problems because obviously in that game we started Szoboszlai at right back, and because he had such a great game, he now thinks is the solution to everything. So, like I said, if the plan has been or has always will be Bradley at right back with Kirk as our left back, we have a big problem. That's where we're going to have a massive issue going forward. So for me, we need to sort out that defense sharpish. I don't care who you play back there. Just sort it out. 11 goals in 8 games is unacceptable. That's basically that's the kind of stuff Manchester United or Spurs would do, right?
GJ is coming for you there, Uche. But let's go back to
because GJ is a Spurs fan, as he put on his name. So I suggest he goes and watch replays of today's game. And then he could know what the obvious is. The obvious is he should shut the heck up. That's what he should do.
It's not a nice way to speak to our viewers, Uche.
Well, I just feel like when a Spurs fan comes in here after having lost the game and he's giving it the hoo-ha, stating the obvious. The obvious is that Spurs are CT
rubbish. Like you lot, rubbish.
Don't call yourself here, mate. Thank you.
Okay, I was going to talk about the comment back from, I think it was SSB 28 about Arsenal and their defensive record. We're not going to match 15 goals conceded over the season in this league. Anyway, tough. But let's move on to talk about our predictions and who's top of the predictions league, because I know that CT is that smile is not going to leave his face today. So
it's a beautiful Sunday, man.
Over to you, Aki. How are we doing?
All right. So at the bottom, courtesy of alphabetical order, is Uche on 6 points. Then myself also on 6 points.
Can we just say that I think Uche, and we'll come on to the other ones as well, but Uche said that Liverpool beat Man United today. So that's partly.
Yeah, I also said they will win 4-1. Be clear in stating the total thing. I don't.
Okay, 4-1.
4-1. We don't play. If you're gonna say with chest, always.
100%. So Uche 4-1. That's part of the reason why he's bottom of the league. Continue, Aki.
You're then third on 11 points. Mikey second on 14.
I said 2-1 Liverpool, by the way.
You did say 2-1 Liverpool. Mikey went to 2-2 in that game. He's second on 14. And Craig is top with 19 points.
You lot were mocking me at the start of this.
That is partly because
I'm going to get
blame Liverpool for that.
From Uche or Aki. That's what's going on.
Easy, hold strong, man. We got you. Hold strong.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that. Stay strong. Stay with us. We'll turn it around. All right, let's move on to predictions for the games that are coming up. So it's back to Champions League action this week. So Arsenal at home to Atletico Madrid. And then we've got Liverpool away to Eintracht Frankfurt with Ekitike going back home, which probably means he's going to start, which means Isak's probably going to start at the weekend. But anyway, let's not get into that. Arsenal, Atletico, predictions, please. Let's start with CT.
That's a tough one, you know. I haven't seen Atletico's recent football. Did they win their last games? They won today, innit?
They won today 1-0. Was it today or yesterday?
They won yesterday 1-0.
You won yesterday.
Okay. I think we'll concede. I think 2-1. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal.
These predictions aren't for the table, though, are they? The table's just
No, absolutely not. Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're not.
Yeah,
What, 3-0? 3-0 Arsenal, man. What the hell? What's for the table? Nah,
See what happens when people go from serious predictions to, oh, yeah.
3-0 Arsenal, man.
I'm not taking that.
Go, Mikey.
1-1.
1-1. Really?
It'll be a tight game. It's Atletico Madrid. What was
It
your
will.
guys' score against them? You beat them, isn't it?
3-2.
3-2.
Oh,
We were
3-2.
2-0 up. And then we did our specials.
Our usual, yeah.
Yeah, but since then, Atletico have kind of improved.
Decent.
They beat Real Madrid 5-2. So, yeah, I'll go 1-1.
1-1. Uche. Atletico.
Yeah, I'm going to give you Arsenal 2-1. Tight game, I agree. 2-1 Arsenal.
I'm going 3-1 to Arsenal. Atletico are not, I mean, based on what I saw, they're not that good. They're good going forward. Defensively, they're open. So, Kibbsy, you're absolutely right. But this time last week, I was in Spain and enjoying myself. And then a week later, I'm here talking about Liverpool losing again. Aki, Atletico Madrid, Arsenal.
3-0 Atletico. No. 0-0.
0-0, never. But it's your prediction, so it's okay. So Eintracht Frankfurt, Liverpool. We will start with Uche. Away game. 1-1.
1-1. We'll be lucky to even get the 1-1, but I'm gonna give it to them. One thing is for sure. We're gonna continue. We're gonna continue to concede. That's for sure. Because nothing's gonna change. Because I expect to see that same back five, and we'll concede again.
I was going to check what their recent results have been, but I won't bother. We are going to concede. It's what we do. So it's just a case of how many we're going to score against theirs. I will go with 2-2. 2-2 draw. Aki.
2-0 Liverpool.
2-0 Liverpool. He's looking confused, but
I don't know what you guys are doing. 4-1 Liverpool.
What?
I don't know what you guys are doing. It's Eintracht Frankfurt. It's not Bayern Munich.
Excuse me. Can I remind you what just happened in the Champions League? We played Galatasaray. We lost 1-0. Just in case.
It's Eintracht Frankfurt.
It's Galatasaray.
Didn't Atletico just beat them 4-1 or something as well?
But it's still Galatasaray. We lost though.
So
Yeah,
what
don't
games
worry.
are you going to win?
Galatasaray were one of the biggest spenders in Europe actually this season. They spent a lot of money.
We still lost 1-0.
I'm backing you guys to win 4-1. I think they should be registered in the table now.
bonus point there. CT, can you tell us that we're going to win? I don't think you've got it in you anymore.
I can't. Until you convince me otherwise, then I can't. I'm going to go 3-2 Frankfurt.
Don't blame me, mate.
They're not scoring 3. Yes, Kibbsy.
3-2 Frankfurt. Kibbsy, yep, supporting Mikey. Somebody has to. Vision says Frankfurt will win. I mean, 5 defeats in a row.
For the weekend, by the way.
5 defeats in a row. Yeah, what?
Yeah, these are the ones that count.
So Brentford are playing Liverpool. Arsenal got Palace.
Brentford are at home?
Yeah.
Away?
Whew.
Yeah, home.
You're not in trouble again, man.
So I've gone Liverpool 3, Brentford 1.
Okay.
Bro?
Uche, I'm looking to you before I give my depressive response.
Honestly, I don't want to do this sort of thing.
Jay doesn't want to predict.
Honestly, I don't. I really don't. But I'm just, who did Brentford play? Oh no, they haven't played yet. They're playing on Monday.
Come on, man. Make a prediction.
Brentford 0, Liverpool 2.
2?
Yeah.
So 2-0 Liverpool. All right.
Clean sheet. Wow.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Okay, so this is for the league, right? It's for the league predictions table. So I'm going 1-1 draw.
Wow.
1-1 draw.
Sentiment rolling back.
Wow.
Must have gone back with him from holiday.
Man said he can't even beat Brentford now.
Have you seen that last 4 games?
Oh no, well, we didn't play Brentford, to be fair.
All right,
Okay.
Craig, what's yours?
5-0
5-0 Brentford.
Nah. This is for the table now, so this is serious. I think you guys are going to actually win this one. So I'm going to go 2-1. 2-1 Liverpool.
He's trying to keep his position at the top of the table.
2-1. Go on then, Mikey.
3-1
Liverpool.
3-1 Liverpool. Okay.
Uh,
And then Arsenal Palace. Oh. So Palace were on form. Didn't they lose at the weekend?
Drew 3-3.
Drew
They drew
3-3.
in the end. Okay, because I thought they were
3-0
losing at
down.
1 point. Let's start with Mikey.
3-1 Arsenal.
3-1 Arsenal. Okay. CT?
2-0 Arsenal.
The confidence. Uche looks depressed. Depressed as I look. Uche?
God. I want to beat CT, but I had 2-0. They went to score 2-0, so I have to try and be something different. 3-0 Arsenal.
3-0 Arsenal. I think Palace will. Mateta's doing well at the moment, so I think he'll be a threat. And I think he scored in the winner
Scored a hat trick. Oh, he scored a hat trick on yesterday.
Yeah, but he scored against you last season when they beat you. Did they beat you at the Emirates?
Did they beat us?
Or was it a draw? No, it was a draw.
Draw, yeah.
Eze scored.
I thought he lobbed your keeper from the heart. I thought it was Mateta. Anyway, I think Mateta will score. So I'll go with 3-1 to Arsenal. Aki.
Arsenal don't win really by more than 1 goal, to be honest with you. So 2-1.
What did you say?
That Arsenal don't tend to win by more than 1 goal.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well, but that defense, man.
I've gone 2-1 Arsenal. I reckon it could have been a draw, to be honest with you, but I need to stay in the mixer for the league table. I need to stay in the mixer. I can't be going with those far-fetched.
You know what I'm saying? I had to do that with that Fulham thing. I gotta respect myself quickly. But thankfully, with Rel volunteering that silly draw with Brentford, we can put him in the bottom of the
We'll see, Oche. We'll see. Okay, thanks everyone. That's been it's been a slightly
delightful show.
Yeah, delightful for Arsenal fans, not so delightful for Liverpool fans.
You're gonna answer his question. Kibbsy's asking a question.
Kibbsy, yes, we'll try and do a show on Wednesday. So yeah, look out for that. We'll try and do a show Wednesday. And then hopefully see you all then. Thanks to everyone who joined. Thanks to the newcomers. Also, thanks to some of the returners as well. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep pushing out to your friends. Actually, please, as a request, those of you who are enjoying this show and what we're doing and what we're trying to build here, please do try and push it out to your friends, even if it's just to copy and paste and send out in a group chat or something like that. That does help with the algorithm on YouTube. So please do that. But do like and subscribe.
Before we go, man, I want to have a word for Ashif.
Slot out. Hey.
Ashif.
Actually, if you're a Liverpool fan, I'm gonna suggest the following. It's called taking the time out. Go and have a word with yourself, right? There's YouTube clips. I could even send you my LFC TV app for free. Enjoy last season. Come back and respect yourself. Yeah, it's not that bad.
Ashif, we won 7 games in a row. We've lost 4. Let's not go overboard now. We are defending champions.
I'm with you, Ashif. Slot out. Slot out.
Okay. All right then. On that note, take care, lads. We'll see you next week.